What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the very first video of Elder Scrolls Online, Morrowind, on the channel. I've been playing Morrowind for about 6-7 months on and off, and with For Honor getting super stale, I decided to come back to Elder Scrolls for Morrowind, and I decided to level a Warden. Now, the Warden is a unique class, has really interesting skills, and a lot of them might work, a lot of them might not. So, as I'm leveling, I'm learning these new skills and etc, and testing them out. They're really cool, but I'm going to show you what I'm using right now. This is my character sheet. Granted, I'm only level 28, but once I cap him out and solidify my build, I will be sure to upload a build video. Alright, now we're going to go on to the skills that I've been using. Now these might change as I said before. We got, on my main bar we got Pierce Armor. This is a hybrid tank, so of course I need this. Pierce Armor is a staple. Now we're going for Belly Netch. Belly Netch is a instant cast, costs nothing, and it restores 3,397 magic over 21 seconds, and you gain minor sorcery, increasing your spell damage by 20% for 23 seconds. Now this is really cool. Once you morph it, you can allow it to restore stamina. And for everyone who doesn't know, when you block, your stamina doesn't regen. But with the Belly Netch, it will. So that's really interesting and cool mechanic they added to the Warden. Next skill we got Cyprian Assault. Now this is a weird casting spell. What I mean by weird is you cast it and then you have to wait a couple seconds for it to happen, and whichever way you're facing. So if I cast it that way and I face this way, you see, it's really interesting. It's cool. It's a nice mechanic. Once you get used to it, it's actually really good. But what makes this skill unique is for everything hit, it applies Major Breach and Major Fracture, reducing their resistance by spell and physical by 5,280 or 5,280 for 10 seconds. So that's basically everything you hit gets, taunted without the taunt. Sounds weird, and my wording is weird, but yeah, that's really interesting. I don't know if it's going to stay, but it is nice being, a tank and being able to apply Major Breach and Major Fracture to everything in front of you, basically. Next skill, we have Lich Vines. Lich Vines is another unique skill. It's somewhat of a heal and also a dot where it applies minor lifesteal to all enemies that damage your target for 10 seconds, healing you and your allies for 654 health every 1 second when damaging that enemy. Now this is a conal, so everything in front of you, so if your teammates in front of you get it, and whatever target it hits, if they attack that target, they get minor lifesteal, which is kind of cool. Next skill is Gripping Shards. This is really cool. I love this. I love this ability. It's basically gripping talons, or it's choking talons from the Dragon Knight. You drop down an AoE around you, and everything becomes immobilized for 3 seconds, and damage done is based on your max health. Now, there's multiple morphs, and the one I chose is the immobilization because at the end of the day, when you run up to a group, and as I'm learning tanking, I'm learning I need to taunt what I need to taunt, and gripping shards helps when you run into the group of enemies and you start pulling and taunting, etc. On my main bar, I'm using Permafrost. Now, this ultimate might not be here at end or final build, but it's actually really cool. It's okay. So, a twisted violent storm around you, causing enemies to take 1,600 frost damage every 1 second for 8 seconds. Their movement speed is reduced by 70%, and nearby allies gain major protection, reducing incoming damage by 30%. That's it. That's the best part about the ultimate, is the major protection. That is big. That's 30% damage. That's going to be great for trials and high-end dungeons, vet dungeons, etc. Now, once you morph it, you can have it set up to where it basically stuns enemy around you for 3 seconds. Now, the way it works is when you pop your alt, once you stun a target, you know they when they come out of being stunned, they have CC immunity. So when you're popping it, be sure to move around so you can stun all the targets possibly around you, because it's going to stun the 3 targets closest to you. It's not going to keep, you know, it's not going to go for the next stun or the next group of enemies get be close to you. That sounds super confusing. Okay, now I'm going to go with my back bar. Now my back bar is going to change quite a bit, but Pierce Armor I'm running on both bars. And then we have Dive. Dive isn't going to stay. This is just to help pull when I'm farming or when I'm power leveling. It just instant cast. It has a 28 meter range. It's a nice skill. Crystallized Shield. Now this is the other cool ability. This probably will stay. Basically, you cast a shield around you, and you have three shields, and it absorbs enemy projectiles, but it only lasts 6 seconds. So that's the weird part. It only lasts 6 seconds. It doesn't last very long. So you need to be able to know when to use it and when not to use it. Now, the good thing about this skill is once you're able to morph it, you can morph it into I don't remember the name of the shield or the name of the skill, but basically when you absorb projectiles, you gain minor heroism. So ulti regeneration is going to be nice with this skill. Next skill, we got Expensive Frost Cloak. Now this is probably the best skill for group utility the Warden has to offer, in my opinion. I love this ability. Okay, so basically, wrap a thick cloak of ice around you and your nearby allies. Affected targets gain major resolve, increasing your physical resistance by 5,028 or 5,080, and also giving you major ward, increasing your spell resistance by 5,280 for 21 seconds. That's crazy. I chose there's 2 morphs you can choose for a greater area of effect around you, and a selfish one where it grants you more physical and spell resistance. But this one's pretty cool. It has a huge radius, and it helps your team survive, which is always good. Now, Polar Wind. Polar Wind is one of those niche healing spells. It's okay. Envelop yourself around winter winds, healing for 10% instantly, and an additional 2% health every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. That's a nice heal. Now, what makes this skill useful is heals all nearby allies for 10% of your maximum health. Now, depending on how you have your tank set up, right now I'm only level 28 and I have almost 40k health. Now, well, 39k now. Look at it, 39k health. So 10% of 39k is quite a bit when you're looking at it from DPS standpoint, because DPS characters normally run anywhere from 16 to 18, 20k health tops. So 10% of that is going to be basically half their health bar. So it's nice and helps you support your healers as well as your DPS while you're tanking. Healing Thicket. Healing Thicket's a really cool spell. It's a oh shit heal. I always screw that up. Instantly swallow a healing forest around you and an ally in an area, restoring 4,106 health. The forest continues to heal you and all your allies in the area for 2,052 health every 1 second over 6 seconds. When the effect ends, all allies continue to receive a 10,260 healing over 4 seconds. This is really nice. You'll see here in the coming next couple days where I'm taking on world bosses, and this skill right here is keeping me and another person alive during world boss fight, and it's pretty nice. I'll drop it so you guys can see. The radius is nice too, and you can also drop it off in front of you as well. Pretty cool. Now we're gonna go over a couple of the other passives. I'm gonna go through the passives so you guys can see them. Animal companions are cool. They have some nice passives that we're probably gonna learn or have to use. When your animal companions is killed or unsummoned, you restore 686 health. That's kind of unique because the actual belly nest or the belly netch is considered one. So whenever it unsummons, you would get that proc. You have Savage Beast, activating your animal companion, grants 4 ultimate, and this effect has a cooldown of 8 seconds. This is really cool because every 8 seconds you cast your belly netch, which is free to cast. So every 8 seconds you're getting a nice bit of ultimate, which is nice. Flourish, increase your magicka and stamina recovery by 6% if an animal companion ability is slotted. So I probably will have animal companion ability on both bars. Not sure which ones will be. And then this is of course for a DPS roll. Increase your damage done by 1% for each animal companion ability slotted. I don't know. For a DPS roll, that'll probably be really nice because the DPS roll has a lot of nice abilities here for that passive. Green balance. Green balance it's nice. It's not really going to be used for tanking roll. There's a couple skills here you could probably use, like Lich Vines, the ultimate. The passives are nice. When healing your ally under 40% health with a green balance ability, you gain major mending, increasing your healing done by 25% for 1.5 seconds. That's nice. Nature's Gift, when healing an ally with a green balance ability, gain 250 magicka or 250 stamina. Restores your lowest resource pool. This is nice. You can with enough regen, you can not spam this, but you can use this to help you gain some resources back. Winter's Embrace. This is probably the coolest one of all. This is kind of defensive, yet damage as well. You have Permafrost. We talked about that. We talked about Expansive Frost Cloak, Gripping Shards, Polarized Wind, Crystallized Shield, Frozen Gate. Now this is weird. It's probably, I want to say, a weird take on the Dragon Knight's Grips. Summon an ancient portal. An enemy that runs over it is teleported to you and rooted for 3 seconds. You can only have one portal up at a time, and it's removed upon activation. I don't know how good that's going to work, but I will try it out, and I'll be sure to let you guys know. Glacial Presence, applying chill to enemies for Winter's Embrace abilities by 200%. That's nice. We're talking anywhere, I want to say, if my math is correct, 3 to 6%, depending on the ability. Chance to apply chilled. Increase your physical and spell resistance by 250 for each Winter Embrace ability slotted. Icy Aura, reduce effectiveness of snares applied to you by 7%. PvP thing. Piercing Cold. Now I'm gonna probably spend this right now. Increase your magic and frost damage by 3%. I like my frost damage. I like your gripping shards. So I'm probably gonna pick that up. That's kind of nice. And you know, I'm running my typical tank setup: heavy armor, sword and shield. Defensive posture will probably be, I'll probably level up soon for absorb magic. That's just too nice of a skill. But you know, the Warden is unique and he has a lot of cool things. I don't think he's going to be the best at anything, but he's going to be good at a lot of things. Kind of like the Templar, but the Templar will be a better healer at the end of the day. But it's pretty nice. If you guys have Morrowind and you haven't tried a Warden yet, I suggest trying him. He's a lot of fun to use. And you know, be sure to check back for the full guide here soon. So this is the new class, the Warden. I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling for a little bit talking about Elder Scrolls. And I hope you guys look forward to more Elder Scrolls content. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.